Well, few industries were hit harder during the pandemic than the restaurant. In 27 months since the first shutdowns, the industry has continued to struggle through waves of closures, capacity limits, and the Great Resignation.
Yeah, and now with the Restaurant Revitalization Fund being voted down by Congress, it's adding to the impact here at home. We're joined this morning by our Caroline Colburn. And Caroline, what are some solutions that could help pull these restaurant owners out of the red?
Well, Robin, Reba, one big solution that the Virginia Restaurant Lodging and Travel Association would like to see is for some of the Rebuild Virginia grant money. It's about $130 million that was approved in the budget. They'd like that to go directly to restaurant owners to try to help keep them afloat. Now, we sat down with Mike and Kimberly Love Lindsay, the owners of Jubilee, Lily Pearl, and Buttermilk and Honey, who've seen much success over the past year and a half since they opened their first restaurant. But they say they've watched longtime Richmond restaurants have to close since the pandemic, and they note federal funding was key to helping keep some businesses open. Now with inflation, they note all restaurants are feeling the effect of the rising cost of goods, which has even caused them to have to remove some items from their menu. And on top of that, they say finding employees who want to work in the restaurant industry has also been extremely difficult for many restaurant owners.
The workforce is tough right now for restaurants, and if they're already dealing with that, and then when these COVID spikes happen, then not being able to have access to these funds means they can't take care of their people, right? So they're just taking 2 steps backwards after we're trying to take 2 steps forward, and it's just this constant battle.
Many of them were hoping there were going to be some of the restaurant relief funds that would come forward, and that didn't happen. So I do think we're going to see some more closures.
Now, Eric Terry, who you just heard from, is the president of the Virginia Restaurant Lodging and Travel Association. And he says if you see your favorite restaurants start to alter their hours or start to close on certain days, that could be one sign they're struggling. And he notes for everyone planning to eat out and dine out in Central Virginia, pack your patience, because he says your waiter or waitress might be dealing with several more tasks than they're used to due to the staffing shortage. But he encourages everyone to eat out to keep your favorite restaurant open. Rob, Reba.
That's really good advice. Just be patient when you go out. All right. Thanks, Caroline.